students from 5th graders. How are you? I'm really good to be here with you again. In order to start the class, I'm gonna present you the agenda for today's class. Okay, the first one is welcome. Then we have social emotional content. Next one, content. Then we have our objective, reflection. After the reflection, we have reading skill. For this, we are going to use our reading pads. Why? Because it is necessary and it is important that you develop reading skill too. Then we have content development, and at last, we have questions and answers. Are you ready to start? Say yes. Okay, very good. Now, here we go. Content for today's class. Remember, this is an extra activity before you start with the development of our content, okay? Are you ready to do it? You have to say yes. If you want to do this activity, it's up to you. But if you don't want to do it, it's not problem too. The idea is that you understand the main content for our social emotional, right? And as everybody knows, the social emotional content is related with our feelings. In your case, your feelings. Remember, everybody have different kind of feelings. For example, how do you feel today? Today you can feel happy, you can feel sad, you can feel bored, okay? We have different kind of feelings every day. For that reason, the activity is related with that content, feelings. Okay, let's continue. The materials you are gonna use are two plastic bottles. What you have to do is this. You are gonna write here, mood of the day. Mood of the day. Okay, or my feeling of the day, wherever you want. And the example that I have here is, in my case, today I feel happy, right? I feel happy. For that reason, I have this face here. But if tomorrow I have a different feeling, and if I feel sad or I feel scared, I'm gonna change this face in my glass. Okay? Lo voy a cambiar dependiendo cómo me sienta el siguiente día. Okay? Did you understand? I hope yes. And I have this one. The next one. You are gonna turn on your glass and you are gonna present if tomorrow, this is an example. If tomorrow I feel sad, I'm gonna change the happy face for this sad face. And the other example that I have here, this one. If on Friday I feel angry, I'm gonna change my sad face for this, okay? And this is related with our social emotional content. Did you like this activity? You can practice at home and you can do it at the moment to express your feelings of the day, okay? This is all for this activity. Now let's continue with our content. Our content for today's class is object question with present and past simple. Dedication, responsibility, education, attitude, motivation. These are some phrases you have to practice all the time, and in this way you are gonna make beautiful and amazing things every day. Trust in yourself and you are gonna do everything you want. Now tell me, what do you understand about the reflection? I need to know your opinion, okay? I'm gonna read each opinion you gave according to the reflection. to understand and use questions to find extra information. This is the main purpose for this class. That is what we are going to learn. Okay, now let's continue. It's time to develop a reading skill. For that reason, boys and girls, do me a favor. Follow the reading on your reading pads, page number 29. And we are going to start reading. Follow the reading and practice it. Let's start. Living the farm life. I woke to the buzz of my alarm clock. The clock blinked 4:15 a.m. as I reached over to turn off the alarm. After rubbing my eyes, I jumped out of bed. It was my 15th birthday, and my father was finally going to let me drive the tractor. I was glad that my 10-year-old cousin, Marcus, had arrived yesterday and was staying with us for a month. I would have someone to help me with all of my chores around the farm. This was Marcus' first extended stay on the farm. I got dressed quickly. I knew that Dad would be me soon to head out to the barn. It was going to be hot today, so it's time to get started early. I came into the kitchen and found my mother already at work. As usual, she turned around and smiled at me. "Happy birthday, Andy," she said, handing me a large glass of milk. It's time to continue with our content development. Did you remember what is the content? That is object questions with present and past simple. As you can see here, I have an extra explanation about the use of object questions. Why? Because it is important that you know and understand how you are going to use this kind of object questions. Okay? Pay special attention to these details, to these options that I have here. And it is, these questions follow the QUASM formula. That means Q, question word. What are the question words? The question words are what, why, who, that is what again, but it's not a problem, when and where. These are called question words. Don't forget, question words. Then auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verbs that we have here are do, does, did. And also we have is and was. Subject. What are the subjects? The subjects are I, you, he, she, it, they, and we. These are subject. Now we have the main verb. What is the main verb? Finish, mind, save, like, etc. You can mention more verbs. How many verbs do we have? We have a lot of verbs, and this is the explanation that I have for you in order you can understand better the content. Now we are going to continue. Let's continue with our student's book, page number 41. As you can see in the presentation, right? This is the page, okay? 41. What you are going to do? Follow the instructions. And it says, read the interview and complete the questions. Read the interview and complete the questions. What are the words you are going to use to complete these questions? You are going to use do, does, don't, did, is, and was. These are the words you are gonna use. Now, we are gonna continue reading the information in order to guess what is the correct word you are gonna use to complete the equation. Okay, here we go. Life in an Earthship. An interview with April Jensen. This is the main content for this. Now we are gonna continue with the first question. And pay attention to the description. Here we have. It's an ecological house. Earthships is made of recycled materials and produces its own power. Our house has systems to collect rainwater and recycle wastewater. According to this information, what is the correct word that you are going to use to complete the equation? The correct one is. Okay? Is. Very good. What is Earthship? Next one, number 2. Well, my husband and I wanted a new home, and we were interested in living in an ecologically balanced way. So, we decided to build Earthship. The whole family helped build it, even our 2 kids. We didn't design the house though. What is the correct word to complete the equation? The correct one is do. Do. Very good. Do. Number 3. We hired an architect named Michael Reynolds. He carefully designed the house. It was important to design it in harmony with the land. What is the correct word? Think about it and tell me. ¿Cuál es la palabra correcta? Piensen y lo pueden escribir ahí para que los demás chicos puedan ver también. Okay? That is did. Did. That is the correct word. Who did you hire to design the house? This is the correct word. Now, number 4. It was messy, but great fun. We made the walls out of old tires and aluminum cans. The kids had a great time collecting soda cans from their friends to build our house. The correct one is was. Next, nobody could believe that we were actually going to use them in the construction. The next question, we finished the project last year and moved in 6 months ago. The correct word is did. And if you read the whole question, you are going to say, when did you finish? When did you finish? The next, we generate energy from the wind and the sun. We have several wind generators in the backyard and solar panels on the roof. The greatest part is that we don't pay electricity bills. They don't pay electricity bills. The correct word to form the equation is does. Now we are going to read the equation. What type of energy does the house use? What type of energy does the house use? The next, the next one is, we grow our own vegetables inside. It feels like we are on a space station, and there are even bugs in there. I don't mind them, but my kids hate them. The correct word, do. And the sentence, what do you like most about your home? ¿Qué te gusta más de tu casa? That is the meaning. And the last one, well, some of our friends laugh at us and say we live in a garbage house. but we're helping to save the world with our house and our lifestyle. And the last question, the word to complete it is do again. Do. And we are gonna read, what do people think about your home? ¿Qué piensan las personas de tu casa? Y ahí ustedes ven que les dan su opinión. Okay? And if you have any question about this, you can write on the chat. Let's continue with practice book. Well, we are gonna continue with our practice book, page number 38. I'm gonna repeat again. Practice book, page number 38. I'm gonna give you some seconds in order you can take out your practice book, and we are gonna start with the first activity for this page. I'm gonna give you some seconds. Les voy a dar unos segunditos para que preparen su practice book. Okay, now we are gonna continue. According to activity number 1, this says, complete the interview with do, does, is, did, or was. These are the words you are gonna use to complete the interview. Here we have the main content for this exercise is as light as a feather. As light as a feather. Let's read together. Vamos a leer juntos, chicos. Are you ready? Here we go. In 1979, an airplane crossed the English Channel between Britain and France. A journey of about 35 kilometers. The plane, designed by Dr. Paul B. McCready, was called Rosamer Albatross, and it was very special. We asked aviation expert Alex Wilding all about it. Okay, here we have the introduction for this exercise. Now we are gonna complete the questions that you have there. Here we have who, and we have some options. In my case, I have some options. In your case, you are gonna pay attention about the word that I'm gonna choose. What do you think is the correct word to complete the question? ¿Cuál creen ustedes que es la opción correcta para completar la pregunta? We have do, does, is, did, or was. What is the correct option? As you can see, and some of you answer, the correct option is was. Okay, take notes. Tomen nota, chicos. Así como lo estoy haciendo yo, lo van a ustedes. Ustedes lo van a escribir en los espacios en blanco. In the spaces in blank. Who was Dr. McCready? Who was? This is the question. The answer is here. Here we have the answer. He was a scientist and an engineer. Interesting, right? Next one, number 2. Why? What is the correct option? Why did? Very good. Why did he design Gossamer Albatross? The answer, he wanted to build a human-powered airplane. Okay, take notes. Next, number 3. What is it made of? What is it made of? It's made of carbon fiber, polystyrene, plastic, and a bicycle. These were the materials he used to create or who made this. Next one. How much does it weigh? How much does it weigh? The answer, it weighs only 32 kilograms. The next one. When did it cross the English Channel? It crossed the English Channel on June 12, 1979. Remember that this information is related with this, right? Next. How high did it fly? How high did it fly? ¿Qué tan alto volaba? It flew at an altitude of 2 meters. It didn't go very high. Okay, can you imagine this? This information is very interesting. Then we have the other. What did you know about Pathfinder Plus? The answer, it is an aircraft inspired by McCready's invention. And the last one, how does it fly? ¿Cómo volaba? How does it fly? How does it fly? The answer, it flies, o cómo vuela, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo vuela esta máquina? It flies with solar power. Imagínense, vuela con el poder. It flies with solar power. It can fly an altitude of 25,000 meters. Imagine, it flies with solar power. It can fly an altitude of 25,000 meters. Okay, here we have the activity for this book. The number 1, take notes. I'm gonna give you some seconds in order you can take notes. Les voy a dar unos segunditos para que tomen nota de las opciones correctas. Do it. Take notes. And remember to practice the pronunciation for these sentences. This is very important too. Okay? Now, second exercise on your practice book. Number 2, the instruction says, write questions and answer them with your own information. You are going to use your own information to answer these questions. The first, we have 2 words, where and live. What is the correct question? That you are not going to say where live. It's correct to say where live. No, right? Ahí le hace falta algo, chicos. No lo vayamos a escribir así nada más. Where live. You are going to write where do you live? Here we have where do you live? As I was telling you before, the answer, I live in Soyapango. Number 2, or I live in El Salvador. In this case, I live in San Salvador. Okay, sorry. Next we have when were you born? When were you born? I born on. And you are gonna complement this answer. ¿Cuándo naciste? Okay. Number 3. What preschool did you go to? The answer, I went to Colegio Español Padre Arrupe in your case. Okay? And this is all for this activity. Number 2, on your practice book. Take notes. Tomen nota. Excellent. Very good. You have done an excellent job as always. Let's continue. And this is all for today. Thank you for your participation and for your attention to this English class. We are going to continue the next week. And if you have any question about the content we studied today, you can ask me and I'm going to answer. Bye-bye. See you the next time.